Hello everyone and welcome to the 5th episode of Bootstrap tutorial series Form Select. And with the help of Bootstrap you can pretty much easily customize the native selects with custom CSS that changes the element's initial appearance. And before we move on, let's add a basic select element, then we'll see the power of Bootstrap. And as you know that we have been and we will be using Visual Studio Code as a code editor, and if you need to learn more about VS Code, you can watch my VS based series and find the link in the description below. Now let's open our Explorer, and here we have got our project folder with various folders and files, and let's click on this sample, and I'm gonna make a copy of this document and let's rename it as form select. Hit enter. That turns the file on, and I'm gonna close our Explorer and let's close sample as well, and let's select all of the sample text here and replace it with form select. Hit save and open this form select.html in browser with the help of our live server extension, and click on this button, and here we have form select.html. Let me keep both the windows side by side, and I'm gonna close this empty tab. Alright, and let's resize our editor as well. That looks perfect. And now let's add a very basic HTML select element. Alright, and as you know that I have been using EMMET abbreviations, EMMET expressions. If you need to learn more about EMMET, you can watch my EMMET based series and find the link in the description below. Moreover, EMMET makes your coding faster. Now let's add in here a div having margin bottom 3 class, and inside that div let's scroll it to the top. Alright, and let's type in here select, and I'm gonna give it a null class and ULL, and let's add option inside our select element option, and I'm also gonna add some content here, say option colon and $sign to represent the number of copies we are going to have. Say I'm also gonna have a value attribute here, and the value would be the number of the options represented by $, and let's have select option and close it with parenthesis, and let's have 3 copies. Hit enter, and that exactly provides us what we really want. And let's wrap our editor. So you can wrap your editors with the hotkey Alt Z. Alright, hit save, and here we have got very pretty nice and decent select provided by HTML. And now let's see the power of Bootstrap. Let's get back to our VS Code, and I'm gonna select this block of code from here up to heading, and let's make a duplicate, and let's replace this content with, I think I don't have let's add in here heading, and I'm gonna add in here say bootstrap select, and you can change your select to bootstrap style select. Just come in here and select this null class and replace it with form select. Hit save, and now you have bootstrap styled select. And now let's talk about the sizing. You can choose from large or small, and let's select this block of code and make a copy, and let's come in here and bootstrap select this text, and let's add in here large. And to make it large, you just need to come in here and copy this base class and add here hyphen with large. Hit save, and that is the large. And you can also choose, let's make a copy of this block of code, and let's select this large text and replace it with small. And you also need to change this large with SM. Hit save, and this is the small select you have. We don't see here codeStraight, so let's go to our editor and let's change the margin here as 20. Hit save. Alright, so now we can see our codeStraight text here. And after the sizing, you can also have disabled select. Let's copy this block of code and let's select this small text and change this to disabled. Hit save, and this is what I have. Let's remove this variation. Hit save, and if you do not want your users to make selections, let's come in here and add an attribute disabled. Hit save, and now your users cannot select any of the options. Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about how you can customize your Bootstrap selects. So for that, let's go to getbootstrap.com, and from here form select and this SASS variables section, and here you have got various variables that you can use to customize Bootstrap. And for demonstration, let's select this variable from here that represents the padding on y-axis of your selects. Let me show you here. Let's select this block of code and make a copy and select this text and replace it with customization. Hit save, and let's remove this disabled attribute for now. Hit save, and let's resize our browser. Now if you notice, we have got some padding on y-axis, so if you want to change or customize this padding, what you can do is just come in here and copy this line of code or this variable from here and get back to our editor and open main.scss, and always remember to put your customizations before this at import rule and paste the line of code you have just copied. And let's correct the space. Hit save, and let your watch as this is turned off now. Let's turn it on, and it will take 1000 million years to generate the file. And see, it's still working, and it's still watching, but it's not making or generating. Let's increase or maximize our editor. Increase the size of undefined variable here. Okay, and it's watching. Now let's resize our editor and go back to our form select.html. And now if you want to change the padding on y-axis of this select element, what you can do is just come in here and type in here, say 5 RAM. Hit save, and your extension has detected the changes, and now it will take million. Oh, it did not take, and it has generated the file. And notice that it has added 5 RAM of padding on y-axis of your select element. Alright, so that applied to all of the select elements. And let me comment this out to restore the styling. Hit save, and that restores the padding. And let's close this main.scss and let's close the panel as well. And I'm also using prettier extension that prettifies your coding. And now let's press Shift Alt F, and that prettifies your code. Hit save, and there you go. And that was all about form select. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Thanks for watching and see you next time.